Hey guys, Fledger here, and I have once again gotten way more into Harry Potter recently. Like I said, I was at LeakyCon in September, and that was really cool. It's really solidified for me just like how great the Harry Potter fan community is. It's something that I was always scared I was going to grow out of, but kind of going back to LeakyCon and seeing all those people just like loving this thing and being like the most kind and considerate people you've ever met is just, it's really gotten me back into like Harry Potter, back into Wizard Rock, all that kind of stuff. I love it. So remember like last year when I said I was starting a series called Underrated Harry Potter Characters and then made one video? We're gonna make another one now and talk about another character that I think is just like an undiscovered gem of the Harry Potter series. So this person is, I think, the best teacher in all of Hogwarts. Am I talking about Professor McGonagall, who promised Harry that he would become an Auror if it was the last thing she did? Am I talking about Professor Slughorn, who the first time I ever met him, someone I know managed to convince me was the best character in the entire series? No. I'm talking about Professor Binns. I love how I made such a long lead up to that, as if you don't know, as if it's not the title of the video. So Professor Binns is the history of magic teacher at Hogwarts, and has been for a long time, because he's a ghost. The way that he's introduced, it's implied that he just died one day, didn't realize he died, got up and continued teaching, and maybe even to this day doesn't know he's a ghost because he's just that oblivious to everything. Except for we now know that being a ghost is more of an active choice. We got that from Harry's conversation with Nearly Headless Nick in Order of the Phoenix about being a ghost. So like Professor Binns knew what he was doing. He is so dedicated to educating the next generation of witches and wizards that not even death can stop him. And let's be clear here, teaching is a thankless job. My mother is a teacher, children are monsters. Anyone who can do that for a lifetime and then say, you know what, I want more of that, is like the most saintly, patient, amazing person I ever know. Not, of course, to imply that I know Professor Binns. I wish. And like, being a ghost usually involves some kind of unfinished business, and the way that I see it, this leads us down one of two possible very fun avenues to explore. Number one, his unfinished business is teaching, because you're never truly done with it. There are always new people coming, new things to learn, you know, new classes, people grow up and then their kids come. He will never, ever be finished in his life mission to educate the masses about the history of magic, especially since new history is being made all the time, you know? He will forever have this unfinished business because there is never like an achieved end point to being a teacher. Or the second possibility is that his unfinished business is something completely different and he has this like rich backstory that we know nothing about. Like, I want J.K. Rowling to really, like, in her next writing endeavour in the Harry Potter universe, delve into Professor Binns' backstory and show us, like, him avenging his father, or, like, trying to catch the person who murdered him, or, like, I don't know, like, uncovering some great government conspiracy to cover up part of history. Like, we don't know. J.K. Rowling should just cater to my every whim because I'm great and my opinions about Harry Potter are perfect, and look, if she can give us Cursed Child and Fantastic Beasts, she can definitely give us a Professor Binns spin-off. A spin-off. And you know what? Apparently he's a boring teacher, but we get the entire series from Harry's point of view, and let's be fair, Harry probably has a very high standard for what counts as exciting due to like all the weird and cool shit he gets up to. Plus, if your personal life is super exciting, as we are sure Professor Binns is, me and you collectively, we both know this, right? It's been established. Then it's no wonder he just wants like a chill classroom time, right? He can afford to be boring in his job because in his other day-to-day life, he's catching robbers or like usurping maniacal tyrants or discovering the third law of thermodynamics. We don't know what he did. Anyway, I have filmed this video like 5 billion times. I tried to do it a long time ago, and for some reason none of them have turned out. I maybe think that Professor Binns is cursing me, so we'll have to reconcile that. He doesn't want the truth getting out, you know, the truth of what he uncovered in those sordid ministry cover-ups. Thank you for listening, and I will see you at some point. Goodbye.